Welcome to the Social Media Better podcast, where we share social media marketing tips for e-commerce businesses so that you can reach your target customers online, increase revenue, and grow your business. I'm your host, Adela Adegusi. Sharing some practical tips on how to make Google and Pinterest SEO work together for your e-commerce business. All right, so one thing, if you haven't left me a review yet on iTunes or even Stitcher, please do take a few seconds out of your time to leave me a review. It helps me out a lot, and thank you so much in advance. So today I'm going to be sharing 6 tips and 6 ways that you can really boost your Pinterest SEO and even increase your Google search rankings using both Pinterest and Google. So last year when I decided to take my Pinterest marketing much more seriously for my blog, then I went all in into SEO and researching keywords and coming up with great content. And now I'm happy to say that I do have quite a number of my blog posts from my natural hair blog that's ranking pretty much number one on Google, and it's still there a year later. Okay, because I'm thinking, okay, maybe after a few months the ranking will drop. No, it is still there. It is still there, ranking number one for the keywords that I actually did research on. And I do have other blog posts on and content as well that are ranking. Now I'm gonna be sharing these tips because I'm also using these tips for my e-commerce businesses. Now I do have an Etsy store. Well, I do have quite a few Etsy stores, but one major Etsy store right now that I'm testing out different things, SEO tips, and so many things on that store. And I've seen such great results in terms of the reach that I'm getting, in terms of the sales that I'm getting, and just testing out different things both on my Etsy store and also Shopify store. So today I'm going to be sharing 6 ways that you can make Google and Pinterest work together for you, because some of your customers might go directly to Pinterest. Most of your customers though will be coming from Google, so they will put in a keyword, and depending on the keyword it might take them first to Pinterest because Pinterest is an authority website, and then from Pinterest it'll take them to your website. So you want to make sure that you are ranking on both platforms. So either on Google or Pinterest, or even both, because who doesn't want both, right? Okay, so what I do is every time I put up a new article or a new post on Pinterest, I always put in keywords either on the graphic image itself and or on the title for that pin, also in the description. Now in an upcoming episode I'm going to be recording a couple episodes about how to do keyword research and where to put your keywords and so on and so forth on Pinterest. So every time I upload a new pin on Pinterest, I put in keywords that my target audience will be looking for on search engines. I put that on the graphic image itself when possible, in the title, and also in the description for that pin, right? Now my keywords all are related to each other, right? Because I want to make sure that the pin will reach the target audience I'm looking for, right? Because I would rather go, specific rather than go broad. And then, because it's a little bit deceiving when you have all these page views, impressions, but very little clicks, and that could be the reason. You might be using popular keywords that are trending popular, but nobody is actually interested in what it is that you are posting. So you want to make sure that you are going after the right audience. Okay, so how do I get these keywords, and just how can you also go get the keywords. So I'm going to be sharing 6 ways that I do keyword research online in general, and I use this method for every single thing that I do online. So every time I upload a new product, let's say to my Shopify site, remember I recorded a video, I recorded an episode about optimizing your store for Pinterest traffic, right? So I would optimize my images, my listing, the title for SEO. Now, SEO takes a while, but you want to make sure that you put in the work up front. It's almost like planting a seed, right? Planting a fruit, planting whatever. You have to plant the right seed and just wait for it. In the meantime, you need to nurture that seed so that it can grow into a beautiful tree, or into a beautiful fruit tree, whatever it is that you planted, right? So that's pretty much how SEO works. So, how do I source SEO keywords to use? So, the major place that I go to, because guys, even though I know that there are multiple tools out there, I've tried them, but they're just too complicated. So for me, I keep it simple. So I most times I will go on Google and I will just do a search. So I put in a keyword and then I just look at other keywords that Google will recommend when I'm typing that keyword in, right? So I go into Google, I type in a keyword. Let's say, for example, I'm uploading pin about shampoos, right? Anti-dandruff shampoos. I'll just put that in into Google. Google might give me more suggestions, such as anti-dandruff shampoos for curly hair, for kids, for blonde hair, for just whatever it is. So Google will give me other keywords that people are also typing into its search engines, right? Now that is very simple, that is very basic. That is what I use to get some keyword ideas for Pinterest. Because if your target audience are typing those keywords into Google, chances are that they would also type in the exact same keyword into Pinterest as well, right? All right, so that's one tool. That's one way that I use to go find some keyword ideas for me to be able to make Google and Pinterest work together for my business. All right, the second tool that I use will be keywordtool.io. Keywordtool.io, it is actually a website and it pulls lots of data from multiple platforms, from YouTube, from Google, from eBay, Amazon, so on and so forth, right? So I would also use Keyword Tool to do keyword research. But what I find is that Keyword Tool actually pulls its data from Google. So what I find is that the keywords that I just grabbed from Google search bar, keyword tool would also give me the same thing. But obviously, when doing research online, or just when doing research in general, you usually have to go to multiple sources and cross check your info, right? So using Google is great, but again, I want to go use other tools that will just make sure that everything matches up together, right? So I love to use keyword tool as well. All right. The third tool that I use is Keyword Everywhere. Now, Keyword Everywhere, it is a Chrome extension that you need to download and add it to your Google Chrome search bar, right? And that Keyword Everywhere Chrome extension, again, whenever you put in a keyword into Google search bar, it'll tell you how many times that keyword is searched for per month, right? So it could be 10,000, 20,000, 2,000, or whatever. And it'll also give you other keywords that relate to that keyword that your target audience are also typing into search engines. So that is another tool that I use again to cross check stuff and to make sure that I have as many keywords as possible for that one post. The fourth tool that I use is Ubersuggest by Neil Patel. This tool also grabs its data from Google as well. So I love to use this tool to get other keywords that relate to, let's say, anti-dandruff shampoo, right? For example, right? Again, ways for me to go and just cross-check the info that I have. And Ubersuggest would also give you websites that are ranking for the keyword that you are trying to rank for as well, right? So it'll give you top websites that are ranking for it, and also keywords that they are also ranking for. So it's I mean it's a little bit advanced, but it's gonna take a while for you to actually get all this SEO stuff. All right, and the fifth tool that I use is actually YouTube, right? Because again, if your target audience are typing in a keyword into Google, when they go on YouTube, they'll probably type in the exact same keyword as well. So I will go on YouTube and again go do some research, see what people are typing into YouTube. Now, this method only works if your audience are on YouTube, right? So if your audience are on YouTube and you have a product that will help them out, then you want to use YouTube to get some keyword ideas, right? So I use YouTube as well. Now, the sixth and the final method is obviously Pinterest, right? So, researching keywords on Pinterest to see what new keywords, what unique keywords that Pinterest users are typing into Pinterest that they might not be typing into Google search engines, right? So those are the six ways. Now, what I do is I will just copy and paste the keywords into a Google Doc. Or for me, I'm very tactile, so I love to write stuff out with my hand. So I will write everything out in a notebook, and then when I go create my Pinterest infographic, or when I'm uploading an image to Pinterest, or even when I'm writing my product description on my store, I want to use as many of those keywords as possible, right? So put them in my title, put them in my alt text, put them in my description, and just various ways. And when I'm writing a caption on Pinterest, using those catchphrases, which will be your keywords, right? Because again, you want to make sure that you can grab the attention of your customers, and one way to do that will be using the keywords that they are using, so speaking in their language. Alright guys, so let's quickly go over 6 ways to make Google and Pinterest SEO work together for your business so that you can organically rank on search engines without any bots, without doing anything fishy. Okay. Alright, so one way is will be just to go on Google search bar, put in your keyword, see what else people are typing in, and then you can use that on your e-commerce stores. Now this e-commerce store could be your Amazon store, Etsy store, Shopify, and BigCommerce, Magento, whatever it is you are selling stuff online. Next tip will be using keywordtool.io. I'm gonna leave all these apps in the show notes with links on how to go get them, and they are all free, by the way. Third is Keyword Everywhere. Fourth is Ubersuggest. Fifth is YouTube. And finally, sixth is Pinterest search bar. Alright guys, so that is it. If you have any question for me, as always, please do send me a DM on Instagram at social media Bella. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and remember to leave me a review on iTunes and Stitcher. Alright, take care, and I'll see you on the next episode.